regulations on AI, a day after government and a day after social media policy, companies like Meta and Google said that they're wary of what could come in by the way of regulations of AI and whether that would hamper innovation in AI. Government says there's going to come up with light touch approach to regulating AI. Essentially, there will be no sweeping regulations, so you need not worry. There will be room for innovation.
Right, and that's an important message being sent out at this particular stage, because that's the fear. Because with all the talk around deep fake and AI posing problems, posing a major challenge to society, and we have an election coming up, there's so much scrutiny and talk of why is AI not regulated, why is AI not reined in, so to speak, if it can affect society so much. Anything from deep faking an actress to people to our very own Prime Minister. So in that kind of an environment for the Indian government to say, yes, we are looking at having overarching regulations, but the idea is to encourage innovation. Because let's face it, India has a role to play in both the development of AI technology going forward and its applications, considering the number of people who will benefit from technology made by India for large masses of people, and also to regulation as well, how to regulate. The same way we are sending message on how to correct interest rates or keep interest rates or hike interest rates or cut interest rates, how to react to macroeconomic data. We're also sending a message on how to react to this scorching pace of growth of artificial intelligence and how to deal with it. The moment technology has this burst, the idea should not be to clamp down on it quickly, because there's so many youngsters out there, there's so many startups, there's a great opportunity here for India.
And the money that is coming in for development of AI in India. The fact that India's IT sector is extremely robust and going big towards AI, and there are, as you rightly pointed out, there are a variety of startups that are hoping to leverage AI, and so the investment money that is coming in, that may be put to a halt if there are drastic regulations. Those, of course, are the fears of Meta and Google.
Right, of course. Meta and Google are operating at a different level. We're looking at they're asking for a United Nations. Sam Altman is asking for a United Nations for artificial intelligence. Bear in mind, there's a guy called Elon Musk involved in the scheme of things. So at a global level, that's what's happening. That's why at the G20 presidency of India was very clear about sending a strong message about regulating AI globally. I was one of the stated intents of the G20 presidency. So the global regulations, bear in mind, it's not like the US and the European Union are not working on what they're doing. They are, but they're still at a very early stage. Even when it comes to something as specific as deepfake, how do you counter deepfake? How do you regulate deepfake? And how do you make sure, do you put a watermark on it? How do you go to the source? There's still such lack of clarity on how we are going to even control deepfake. Leave alone, regulations for AI that regulated at the same time allow for creativity to burst forward.
Absolutely, and the government is now clarifying at the moment that there will be regulations, but they will be light touch regulations. Essentially, it's important that the positives of the regulations will greatly outweigh negatives, and hopefully the regulations will not put a stop to the money that is flowing in as far as AI development in India is concerned. There will be room for innovations. That's the message coming in from the government. This comes a day after various social media heads in India pointed out at how regulating AI could be a dampener to AI's progress in the country. Remember, Government of India expected to roll out some sort of interim regulations in light of the recent deepfakes, as Krishna rightly pointed out, have emerged on social media, have literally stormed social media sites, and people, and very believable deepfakes that people have pointed at, and all of this has resulted in red flags been shown to the government on a need for a fast regulation. Hopefully will come up this week itself.